Nobody wants to be a weak man, but most men are becoming one without realizing it. This isn't about physical strength. You can bench press 300 pounds and still be psychologically weak. You can be successful by every external measure and still have a fragile core that crumbles under pressure. Weakness in men is about patterns, mental habits, ways of operating that feel safe in the moment but destroy you over time. And these patterns are everywhere. Once you see them, you can't unsee them. The first pattern is avoidance. Weak men avoid hard conversations. They avoid difficult decisions. They avoid anything that might lead to conflict or discomfort. They tell themselves they're keeping the peace, they're being diplomatic, they're choosing their battles. But they're not choosing battles. They're running from all of them. Every conversation you avoid becomes resentment you carry. Every decision you dodge becomes an opportunity you lose. Every conflict you escape becomes a boundary someone learns they can cross. Avoidance feels like safety. It's actually slow destruction. The second pattern is validation seeking. Weak men need constant approval. They change their opinions based on who they're talking to. They agree when they don't agree. They laugh at jokes that aren't funny. They perform whatever version of themselves they think will be accepted. This creates a man with no center, no consistent identity, no core that remains solid regardless of audience. When you need everyone to like you, you become no one, a shapeshifter with no true form. People sense this. They might not be able to name it, but they sense that something is missing, something is hollow, and they don't trust hollow men. The third pattern is blame. Weak men don't take responsibility for their circumstances. It's always external. Their boss is unfair. The economy is bad. Society is rigged. Their parents damaged them. Their ex ruined them. Some of these things might even be true, but weak men use them as explanations for everything. They become professional victims of forces beyond their control. This mindset is seductive because it removes responsibility. If everything is someone else's fault, you don't have to change anything. You're not the problem. But if you're not the problem, you can't be the solution either. You've given away all your power. You've made yourself helpless by your own narrative. The fourth pattern is emotional dependency. Weak men outsource their emotional stability to others. They need their partner to make them feel loved. They need their friends to make them feel valued. They need their job to make them feel important. When those external sources inevitably fail, and they always do, the weak man collapses. He has no internal foundation, no way to generate his own sense of worth. So he clings harder, gets needier, demands more, which pushes people away, which makes him cling even harder. It's a death spiral that destroys relationships and self-respect simultaneously. Here's what most men don't understand. These patterns aren't character flaws. They're adaptations. At some point, probably in childhood, these strategies worked. Avoiding conflict kept you safe. Seeking approval earned you love. Blaming others protected your fragile sense of self. Depending on others met needs you couldn't meet alone. The strategies made sense at the time. The problem is you're still using them. What protected you at 10 is imprisoning you at 30. What helped you survive childhood is preventing you from thriving as an adult. Recognizing this is crucial because it means these patterns aren't who you are. They're software you installed a long time ago, software that's now outdated, and software can be updated. The first step is brutal honesty. Which patterns live in you? Where do you avoid when you should confront? Where do you seek approval instead of standing firm? Where do you blame when you should take ownership? Where do you depend when you should self-generate? The answers are uncomfortable. They should be. Comfort is how you got here. Discomfort is how you get out. Strong men aren't born. They're built. And the building starts with seeing clearly what needs to be demolished first.